Due to recent YouTube updates, comments and likes have become more important than ever. I beg you to please consider doing exactly that. I read every comment that you write me and answer whenever possible and or need. I'm also open to suggestions for future content. My videos are created without the use of AI, so please support your fellow human content creator against clanker slop. Thank you. The first thing you feel is the hunger. I don't remember the last time I wasn't hungry. Not stomach hungry. Deeper. Behind the teeth. Under the tongue. It hums when I breathe. Garden View smells like ichor and cleaning solvent with a candy top coat. Floors echo, lights buzz, doors hiss. Every corridor ends in a machine with a meter and a handle where the tunes line up to extract. I watch them. They don't watch me. I think there's only one twisted box on this floor. They're wrong. I'm here too. I smell them before I see them. Sugar, glue, and faint ichor leaking from the machines. It's sweetness that hurts to breathe in. It presses against my tongue like memory. Warm and sharp. When I move, the lights above flicker, stuttering across the walls like they're afraid to look at me. I walk upright when I can, but my balance never feels right. My arms are too long, my shoulders too loose. When I take a step, the backs of my hands brush the floor in rhythm. It's not dragging, it's more like gravity forgot where I end. Each movement whispers and creaks, a body half built for something that doesn't know how to stop growing. The air hums through the vents, and I hum with it without meaning to. Every note vibrates in my ribs, shaking the ache that's settled in my jaw. It's always there, that tension, that pull to open wider than it should. Some nights I wake with my teeth locked so tight the hinges groan. Other nights I find myself halfway through a yawn that never ends. I don't remember what started it. Maybe I was meant to smile wider. Maybe I just forgot how to stop. The hunger keeps time with it. A second heartbeat behind my tongue. It doesn't hurt. Not exactly. It just never stops reminding me I was made for something that I'm not allowed to do. A noise tears me from my thoughts. The tunes, they're back. Silently I raise my arms, claws digging into the ceiling with ease. Up here, there are less distractions. I can't clatter by accident. I need to see them surely. That's enough for me. My body twists over a doorframe, its wood almost creaking under the strain of my weight. The ringing of the elevator still in my head, I can practically see it through the walls. As blurry, as uncanny as my vision is, I can see the shapes of sound, the suggestion of color. But tunes are always fully visible in every detail. Like someone had drawn a watercolor painting and glued a cardboard cutout of a tune at its center. As if my eyes knew exactly what the one thing is I wanted to see. Stop. I hear them now. The unmistakable sound of a shrimpo. I hate it here. The noise makes my ears twitch, adjust to where the sound is coming from. I can see its colors vibrate. I press tighter to the ceiling. Its bumps prickle my sensitive skin. Grit wakes every nerve. Each small shift blooms texture behind my eyes. I ignore it, slowly edging my way forward. Patient, peeking, seeing them. The shrimp is to the right of the group, but he's weary, watching and preparing. There's a goop too. His fuzzy brown fur and equally long arms to mine make my heart feel a flutter. Drip, drip, my saliva's falling past my teeth. There's a sprout there, proud, and it appears this one is their leader. He smiles reassuringly, a gesture I'll never experience again. The fourth tune is a Gourdy, and my eyes flash. No one notices but the tiny pumpkin. He screams as he spots me, and I dodge away. What's wrong? I hear the voice of the sprout with concern. I saw something. He's terrified. But why? What has he seen? Has he seen me? But I haven't done anything to you. Why are you screaming at me? Was it the Boxton? No, that was not a Boxton. That Boxton. Always him, never me. It was bigger and pale and... You're hallucinating. Shrimpo chuckled. I hate it when you do that. Sprout shushed Shrimpo, and I can feel the vibrations of goop as he walks over to Gourdy. The noise of fur brushing pumpkin skin. They're hugging. I risk seeing them again. My eyes locking onto the four shapes, one by one, but I can't stop focusing on the fourth. That little pumpkin. Goop was letting go of him. How about we just speed through this floor then? Goop said reassuringly. But then Sprout puffed up his chest. Good idea! Let's split up! Of course, he's the one to take charge. They looked at him like he had lost his mind. I can understand that. Why would you suggest that when one of your friends is terrified? And yet... That's a good idea! My body shivers at Goop's voice. I can feel the ichor in my veins quicken with delight. But why? I can't control it. The heat rising within me. It needs release. I shuffle away into the darkness as my breath hitches. My hunger scratching against the back of my skull. The hall is colder now. The kind of cold that moves with you. Brushing your shoulders, slipping between your ribs. It carries the hum of the machine, soft, steady like a heartbeat, muffled under metal. I keep close to the wall where the lights stutter. It's safer in the half-dark. The shadows ripple when I move, making me look less like something real. Gourdy is ahead of me, his voice like laughter even though I can smell his fear. It's thin, trembling, cracking at the edges like an old record. He's trying to sound brave, maybe to himself, maybe to the walls, and reaches me through the pipes. That mix of sugar and static clinging to every syllable. Each sound he makes stirs something under my tongue. I move from wall to wall, hands over hand, fingers brushing paint dust wire, my footsteps not making a sound, but the hum under my skin grows louder, chasing the rhythm of his voice. He's alone now. His group split just like the sprouts said they would. I can hear the others somewhere far off, that chatter bouncing down different halls, but his sounds are closer, rounder. I stop at a corner. I can see him through the glass, bright orange against the gray. The light catches his grin and makes him look like he's glowing from the inside out. My breath catches. It's beautiful. It hurts. I press my hand to the glass, not touching it, not yet. The reflection warps my face, stretching it longer, thinner. I don't look like him. I never will again. The hunger stirs again, deep and warm. It whispers things I don't want to hear. It tells me that being near him would make it stop just for a moment. That if I could just... I current saliva spray out of my mouth at the image of him lying there, ichor pooling out of him, a horrifying vision. It makes me flinch for a moment. His stillness accelerates my heartbeat. I want him. The lights flicker. The sound cuts off. When it returns, it's quieter. The pipes hiss. Something metallic rattles once and then settles. Back I pull into the dark. My breathing uneven, but steadying. The hunger has gone quiet for now. I can still smell him, pumpkin and pain faint in the air. It's enough to keep me still. Somewhere deep in the building, the machine starts another extraction cycle. The ichor hums, flowing through the pipes like blood. I close my mouth tight until the ache returns. It's easier to stay like this when it hurts. He's still ahead of me now, still muttering to himself. The hole opens into the museum floor, wide and echoing, filled with glass cases and smiling cardboard mascots frozen mid-wave. Their painted eyes follow him as he passes. I stay above, crawling across the girders that run between the ceiling lights. The hum of the extraction pumps below sounds hollow here, like it's coming from another world. And I move too close. My shoulder brushes a hanging lamp. The chain snaps. The fixture swings once and then falls. It hits the tile with a sharp, glassy scream. The crash rings through the whole room. Gourdy whirls around. Light from the shattered bulb paints the display cases in frantic colors, pink, yellow, blue, each one flickering off the walls and back onto his face. His round eyes catch the glow and widen until they nearly fill his head. For a moment, neither of us moves. He just stares, breath quivering. Hands pressed to his chest like he's afraid it'll burst out. He's trying not to blink, trying not to believe what he's seeing. And what he's seeing is me. The air between us tightens. The faint sweet scent that always clings to him hits my nostrils. Again, sugar and fear, and rolls through me like heat. My claws tense against the metal beam above. He steps back, the floor creaks, a display stand tips over, spilling a pile of fake gemstones that scatter and clatter like rain. That sound breaks the spell. He runs, his little feet slap against the tile, echoing between the exhibits. I drop from the ceiling and follow, glass crunching underfoot. The museum lights flickering to life, one after another as we pass. Gourdy cuts through the model village section. Tiny cardboard houses, toy fences, little trees. He tries to hide among them. The scale makes him look like a giant among toys. And for a moment I slow. The absurdity of it almost makes me laugh again. Then something changes. The scent hits stronger, fear and sugar, thick enough to taste. My breath catches, and the careful rhythm of my steps breaks. A tremor runs through me, sharp as a spark. It crawls up my spine into my throat, and everything in me just slips. I drop, hands at the tiles first, claws clicking once before they find rhythm. My feet follow. The world tilts, narrowed to the sound of him running and the pounding in my chest. The ceiling blurs past above me. The ground feels too close, too loud. Each inhale rasps like a growl I can't hold back. I'm not thinking anymore, just chasing. The paper houses burst apart under my weight. Walls rip, trees snap, fake snow explodes into the air in silver clouds. He darts left. I match him before I even realize I moved. He trips, right himself, bolts again. I keep laughing under my breath. Short bursts between gasps, a sound that's not really laughter at all. He bursts into the main hall, the long corridor lined with ico tanks glowing faintly through the dark. The hum of their pumps fills the air, deep and wet. He's panting now, small gasps swallowed by the room's echo. I follow. On all fours, the sound of my claws scratching across the tile, chasing his every step. He looks back once. Mistake. The blue-red pulse of my eyes floods the glass tanks and paints them in alarm colors. He stumbles hard, hits a crate, and scrambles for balance. I slow again, half standing now, at low breath rag. The scent has saturated the air. It's everywhere now. I don't need to run anymore. He's cornered before he even reaches the wall. My breath rattles like a mix between a snarl and a growl. Through the gaps in my teeth, my lower jaw jittering. As I tremble, moving forward, the sweet scent, the heat radiating off the pumpkin boy, bringing me to a sweat. I can practically see it, the lines of his scent emanating, guiding themselves into my nostrils. My ichor-covered claws reach forward, clasping around his mouth, nails digging into his pumpkin flesh. His eyes unblinkingly stare back at me. I lean forward, creaking and cracking as the ache in my mouth unhinges, jaw unwinding, slowly opening further than any jaw should, teeth connected by strands of saliva and ichor. He tries to scream, but can't. I can feel his hot breath trying to push against the skin of my hand. He wiggles, he kicks, and I hate it. I don't remember the last time I wasn't hungry. And I can feel the deep clawing of my stomach even now, as Gourdy's head cracks open under the pressure of my teeth. pumpkin juice mixed with eye-current saliva, wet and runny, black like tar. I chew chunks of pumpkin and tune, slimy, wet chunks, and I swallow. The feeling of a wet ball running down my throat makes my body shiver delighted. Oh my god! My head turns slowly as my eye catches sight of Sprout, his face horrified. I stand up. What's left of the pumpkin drops from my teeth as I roar at the vegetable tune. He runs, and I follow. I'll always follow.
Hey, you reached the end of the video. It makes you part of an exclusive club. Our secret password is Cheap Thrills. Put the secret message in your comment below to tell fellow members you watched the video until the very end. Lastly, before I say goodbye, I would normally shout out my channel members. However, due to losing monetization, I currently do not have access to both channel memberships as well as a list of previous channel members. Nevertheless, I'm eternally grateful to the channel members I used to have, and in the case memberships get reinstated, I hope I'll see you again. Thank you for watching.